Hi, it's Tin again. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to delete an album in the database. This is from the manager side, not from the client side. Before we start, I want you to make sure that inside the album album.java, you have to comment this thing out. One is in the collection order details and card collections. So when you comment those out, it will have an error over here. So we don't need these 4 functions. So we comment those out too. Don't delete it. We will use it later, or somehow we use it later. But right now, it will generate error. So close it and we start. First of all, we take a look at this one. We want to delete one album object. All the information that we need is the ID of that album. Only one information we need is the ID of the album we want to delete. Okay, I mentioned that because I emphasize that one because is very important. Take a look at over here. Over here, nothing that we want to get, because this one is the confirm page. Say this is the album, and these are information of the album you want to delete. Are you sure you want to delete it? If you want to sure, click on delete over here, delete button over here. So this album will be deleted inside the database. If you don't want to delete it, you can come back back to the list but link. Alright, are you sure everything is fine, right? Alright, so inside the delete album JSP, okay, those 3 I think you guys know about previous tutorial. JSDL, JSP stuff, form stuff, and the header. Okay. The name of the page is delete album. Link for CSS. This is the header for the page. Heading. And heading again is say are you sure you want to delete the album. Form. Alright, inside the form over here, and model attribute, say you see delete album, right? For previous album, previous tutorial, we have create album, because we want to create an album. This is over here is delete album. Inside controllers over here, you will see the attribute is delete album, right? And attribute here delete album. So once again you have to make sure that this one, the name over here and the names over here should be matched. Alright, and method post, again the comment name should have the same with this. Alright, model attribute, and the action is this is the path we go to delete album JSP file, or delete album page. Alright, and more delete album page here, and we want to get more information from that. It means we need the delete album ID, right? Because as I told you at the beginning of the tutorial, we need the delete album ID, and where we get it, from delete album, right? This we get from this, and we don't get the whole album, we just get the ID of that album, so we'll say dot album ID. How we know this is, we have to follow the rule. Album ID, go to artist, right? Man, my bad. Go to album and see album ID. We have to put this in this here. Alright, if you put something else, I'm not sure it will work or not, but I'm pretty sure that you cannot get the right information that you want. Alright, make sure everything right. Okay, field set, you know it already. See, field set is this one. Alright, legend is the name of the field set, and inside here it's just the information of the album that we want to delete. Okay, so delete album ID. I would say delete album. Why say delete album? Okay, because I put here. It's not the ID. Say boom. Need to be delete. Copy. Alright. Because if we put this over there, it's okay. If but I don't want to confuse you guys, because the ID is mean the integer, but over here we work with the whole album object. Alright, okay, we want to show the genre, right? Genre, artist, title, and price, and the album art URL. So here, genre, artist, title, price, and album art URL. Where we can get information from is from the album that we want to delete, right? Album need to be deleted. Genre, because genre is the whole object, so we just need the name of the genre, right? Okay, same with the artist, we just want the name of the artist. The album need to be deleted, title, price, and the URL. Okay, everything is straightforward if you take a look at closer. And I think from this level you guys know how you read information, and it's not really hard, because right now we are very, I believe you guys at the different level from the beginning. Okay, next is the submit button. Input type submit, right? Here is submit button. Submit button, and I want this separate between this and this, right? So I put the separate here, and the other one is a link. And where the link go? The links will go to the StoreManager page. I mean this page. Okay, and that's it. Close the phone. Go back to the store controllers. I want to comment. Map the geez. What did I do? Second one is map the deleted album. Cost. Straightforward. Alright, for the get method inside the controller is pretty easy for us. Okay, request mapping value is delete album. Okay, and the method is get. The method will return a string. That string is the name of JSP file. Here. Okay. Locker. I want the album, and that album should be the album that we want to delete. So it means inside the method we want to request the delete album ID. That means the ID of the album we want to delete. Yeah, and it should be the integer. And delete album ID, I put the name of that variable is delete album ID. Map, model map. Okay, and after we have the delete album ID, we use the file album ID, file album by ID. I think we used it before already. Okay, so inside the album models we use the method file album ID, and where we get the ID, and we get from here delete album ID and put in here, it will return the album, and that album is the album we want to delete and put inside the my album object. Okay, and after we have that album already, we use the model put and put that album back to the view. Okay, and I call the variable is delete album ID. This is not good. We should call that one is album to be deleted. Okay, and my album. Alright, and model dot add attribute is album need to be deleted is my album. I think we have I changed it. Okay, this is what I want. Model attribute should have the same name with the form delete album. So copy. I want to make sure. Copy this model attribute. Go back to controllers. Delete it. Pass it back. And I make sure that okay, attribute is delete album model attribute. Okay, here should be the same. Okay, and after we are finished, put information to the view is return to delete album JSP file or view. Now we continue with the post. Alright, and request mapping, it should be the same with the get. We just change the request method to post because you want to post information. It means we get information from the view. Okay, what information we need? Of course, the album ID, the ID of the album we want to delete. Okay, and of course we cannot miss the model attribute is delete album, and that is the object, album object, and I put the name of that is delete album. It's right, kind of confused, right? But don't worry. We see it's different from album need to be deleted and delete album. They are the same, but I want to separate it because this one is used to satisfy the requirement of JSTL form right here, and this one, if we want, we can use delete album dot genre name and delete album artist ID name, delete album dot title dot price and dot album URL. We can use them. Pretty sure. I'm sure that we can use them, but I want you to separate them. Okay. Alright. Clear. And now I want is the same as over here. I don't want to explain more because I explained pretty clear about here already. Same model put album need to be deleted is my album. Okay, and I use them album model. Okay, and after I have the album already, I want to delete it. When I delete it, go to the album model and I delete it. go to album model. This is the method I will use to delete it. I pass the album, right? I pass the album object model. I pass the album object over here, and I use the file album by ID. Where does that get that ID from this album? Okay, when it is passed the album over here, it's have every single information of the album we want to delete, including the ID. I get the ID, and I find that album again and put into my album over here, and I use the entity manager to remove this object from the database. Okay, go back to controllers. Okay, after we remove it, we return redirect is for this command is meant to go back to the StoreManager, because the our root right from this level is StoreManager. Where delete? Okay, so everything looks fine. Let's see how it's worked then. I run. Yes. Okay, refresh. Oh, function. It means the virtual or the server we running is out of memory, so we have to run the Eclipse again. Function space. That error is mean the server we running is out of memory. As Maven build run. Okay, refresh. Okay. Alright, the orders look fine. We just take a look at the red thing, right? Last tutorial I show you about edit, right? Details, create, and we working on delete because I don't want to mess up everything we have already, because okay, I want to create a new album, and I delete that one. I chose Jazz and Aerosmith. Title is album number 2. Okay, price is 50.33. URL and create. Where's that album? Here, Jazz, Aerosmith, teen album 2, right? Price is 3.33. I want to delete it. Let's go to delete album over here, right? And delete album ID is 39300. Okay, and delete. Are you sure we want to delete, right? This is the information of the album we just create. if we want to delete, click on delete and gone. See, gone. Create new. Title is TN album 3 guys, 4.44 URL. Create where's fine here. We have new album, right? We want to delete. If we don't want to delete, go back to the list. Go back to the list. And this is the album we want to delete, right? Delete again. Click on delete. Everything gone. That's done. Okay. Hopefully you guys can follow me and success on delete the album that you want to delete. And I want to let you guys know that we finish with the album manager. This means right here for several previous tutorial I show you guys how about CRUD when we work with the object in database. We can create, read, update, and delete. It means I show you create album already. Read it means we show the album. Update is edit, right? Edit the album I show you already, and I just show you how to delete the album in the database. Okay. By the way, you want to see inside the database, I'll come back here and we create new. Okay, top ACC is okay. TN album number 4 excuse me, 444 URL create, and you see inside the list this is the album we just create, right? Go to database, album, data, okay. Title's album is TN album number 4 right here. Okay, and the album ID is 9302, right? Genre ID is 9, artist is 1, and title is the TN album number 4. The price is 4.44. Go back to the view. You see when I click on delete, album ID 9302. Okay, and you delete, gone. It should be gone inside the database too. It's right here, and refresh, gone. Okay. Thank you very much for your patience, and right here I would say we done with the crush. Next we will work with more complicated information. Hopefully you guys keep watching what I'm doing. Thank you very much, and see you next time.